Rita woke up on the morning of her birthday with a smile. Every year she looked forward to this day, not because of expensive gifts, but because of the love she expected from the people closest to her. She lay in bed for a few extra seconds, waiting. Nothing. John, her husband, got out of bed, hurried through his morning routine, and left for work after a casual, "Have a good day." No happy birthday. Her children rushed around getting ready for school, arguing over breakfast and backpacks. They hugged their mother goodbye as they always did, but none of them mentioned her birthday. Rita's smile slowly faded. She was hurt and disappointed. Without saying a word, she got dressed, picked up her handbag, and left for work. At the office, she expected someone to remember. After all, birthdays were always celebrated there. She smiled politely each time a colleague walked by, secretly expecting them to stop and congratulate her. Hours passed. Still nothing. Not a single happy birthday. By late afternoon, Rita felt invisible. She quietly packed her belongings, fighting back tears. As she walked toward the exit, her boss, Mr. David, who also happened to be John's childhood friend and best friend, called after her. "Rita!" She turned around. Mr. David smiled warmly. "Happy birthday!" Those two simple words broke her composure. Her eyes filled with tears. "Thank you. You're the first person who's remembered today," she said. Her boss looked sympathetic and said, "I know you've had a long day. Why don't you stop by my place for a quick birthday toast before you head home? You deserve it." Rita hesitated only briefly before agreeing. They drove to his house together. When they entered, the living room was unusually dark, but Mr. David just smiled and said, "It's okay. My unit's probably finished. Wait here for just a moment. I'll go change into something more comfortable." He disappeared down the hallway. Rita stood alone in the darkness. Her emotions overwhelmed her. She couldn't stop thinking about how forgotten she had felt all day. Here was a man who had remembered when everyone else, including her own family, seemed to have forgotten. She convinced herself that her boss's kindness meant something more. Believing he had invited her for romantic reasons, she removed most of her clothing, leaving herself in only her underwear. She sat on the couch, waiting. A few seconds later, footsteps approached. The light suddenly flashed on. "Surprise! Happy birthday!" The room erupted with cheers. Rita froze. Standing before her were her husband, her children, friends, neighbors, and several of her co-workers, all wearing party hats and smiling. Her husband stared at her in complete disbelief. Her children looked confused. Her co-workers fell silent. Even her boss stood frozen, shocked by what he was seeing. The room that had been filled with laughter only seconds before became painfully quiet. She realized that no one had forgotten her birthday after all.